We're doing part 3. Part 3, you see, everything is mixed nicely, like a stew. You see how thick it is? So we put a little bit water in it to soften it up. So you put water to soften it up, you know. You put a little bit water to start to make it a little bit soft, you know. While you do that, you can put your proteins in there. I mean, your meat in there if you want to, you know. So that's my meat, and then I have some green stuff in there. That green stuff is the eggplant, or I'm gonna just say garden eggs. So eggplant, if you're a vegan and you don't want to add no meat to it, you can just do eggplant. So that's my, I got my eggplant and my meat in there. So if you're watching, don't forget, that's my meat. I'm putting, if you watch the picture, I did what do you call it? I'm doing turkey with some fish. We call it what do you call it? Opoku. Same as tuna. So I just did opoku, means tuna. Just put tuna in there and turkey in there. So you see how the stew is, right? If you're a vegan, you can just add only eggplant in there. So eggplant should be fine. All right. Now I'm gonna mix everything in there. So this is part 3. So don't forget to subscribe it, okay? If you're watching it, I don't know where you're watching from. So this is how you make the palm nut stew. And now you have to let it simmer. All right. So I'm mixing everything in there. So if you're vegan, remember, you can put eggplant in there or garden eggs in there. And you can add okra if you like okra too. And so I didn't put no okra in it because of you know, I'm just joking. Don't mind me. So this is how you make what do you call it? Palm nut stew. So I put a little bit, small water in there and loosen things up. You know, to lose the palm cream. I have to loosen it so I can get more stew out of it. You know. So this is how you. If you put more water in it, it will become a soup. I'm not making a soup. I'm making a stew. You see how creamy it is? Yes. So I already put my pepper in there, my onion, my paste, and my diced tomatoes, so I can crunch. I can bite on something, you know, crunchy tomatoes or whatever you can pronounce it, you know. So I put some tomatoes in there, diced tomatoes, and the green stuff is eggplant. So like it and comment it and subscribe it. Don't be afraid of me, okay? So this is how I cook my palm nut stew. Because I've watched a lot of videos out there, and no offense to you guys, it must be a little bit thick. That's a stew. If it's a little bit liquidish, that's a soup. So this is a stew. I know every coast cook it like this too, but I don't know what kind of method they use. If they cook the soup all the way and they let it you know, sit down. Let this sit about maybe 40 minutes to an hour. That's too long. You are killing all the nutrient. So what you do my way, so you can have the taste of the palm nut. You know, put in a little bit water in there to make it more soft, more softer. You know. Yeah. So now I'll let it simmer. I don't want to make it a long video, and don't worry about the background, okay? Yes. It's just focus on my cooking and listen to what I'm saying. That's all you have to worry about. So this is part 3. Part 3, you put your proteins in there, your meat in there, and you let it simmer. Okay?